Hey Camp, it's Coach Anna here. Welcome to swimming. We're going to be doing the advanced cord workout. During this workout, we're going to focus on two things, form and breathing. We want to work on form because there are specific positions we can stand in that offer optimal work for our specific muscles that we're targeting. Just meaning if we stand a certain way, that muscle's getting the best possible workout, and that is great. Additionally, we're going to use some fun breathing strategies that you can use in the pool too. Okay, for this workout, you're going to need your swim cord and a place to tie it around. I put mine on a door handle and then close the door so that it's not going to come off of something and come back and hit me. If you have a strategy for your home that works better, maybe you have a banister that you can wrap your swim cord through, by all means, you're welcome to do that. Just make sure it's safe first. Okay, so for this workout, we're going to be doing 20, 15, or 10 reps of each set. There are 4 strokes in swimming, so we're going to be doing 4 sets. So keep in mind when you're setting your goals for the day, where you think you can achieve. And obviously pick a goal that you think is achievable, but still challenge yourself. For butterfly, you should feel it in your lat muscles, your latissimus dorsi, and you should also feel it in your pectoralis major, which is in your chest. Okay, in butterfly, our arms make an uppercase D that turns into an 11 at the top. So we're going to begin by holding our resistance band in front of us, and we're going to stand or sit up on our knees. So I'm kneeling. You could stand if you wanted to. And I'm going to lean forward so that I'm in this streamlined position. My arms are straight out in front of me. And this is where I'm going to take my first exhale, blow out those birthday candles. And then I'm going to pull my arms down so they're near my thighs. Then I'm going to make my arms do a wide semicircle and bring them up into that streamlined position again, or a number 11. My hands are not touching here. And for this third pull, when my arms go down, that's when I can take my breath. When my arms go back up, that's when I start blowing out my air again. In butterfly, we usually do 2 pulls per 1 breath. Just to summarize, I'm going to show you what it might look like, and I'll talk through as I do it. So I begin in my streamline, blowing out my bubbles, down, around, down, around, and as I go down, breathe in, head goes back down. All right, we're going to begin with breaststroke now. Breaststroke breathing is unique because unlike the other strokes in swimming, we breathe every pull. So breaststroke is going to work a lot of our trapezius muscle, which is the muscle that kind of connects our neck and shoulders. So it's right in between our neck and shoulders. So to begin, I'm in my push position. My arms are out over my head in front of me. And it's almost like the opposite of butterfly. I'm going to make a big scoop with my hands, a circle that comes down almost to my sides. My elbows are at my sides, like I'm scooping cookie dough out of a bowl. Now that my arms are in 90-degree angles at my sides, I can meet them back together and make a prayer pose, if you know about yoga, and go back up over my head into that push position. And so my head, while I'm doing all of this, is moving up and down. It's either my chin is on my chest or my chin is away from my chest. So when I pull down, I bring my head up, my chin leaves my chest, and when I push my arms back up, my chin comes back down to my chest. When my head is up, I'm inhaling, and when my head is down, I'm exhaling. So I'm pulling out Inhale, pushing out. Exhale, pulling around. Head is up, breathing in. Arms are going back up to that push position. I'm breathing out. And to show you using the resistance bands, I'm going to be in streamline. All right, we're going to be using our shoulders in freestyle. And your shoulder is the very top of your arm. And you're going to be doing some bilateral breathing, which means because we're turning our body from side to side in freestyle, we take 3 pulls and then we get a breath, because that odd number will cause us to switch the side we breathe on every time. If you wanted to do more than 3, that's absolutely fine. It might be more difficult in the water, so that's why we want to focus on our breathing now. So, this is our freestyle portion. In freestyle, we begin in streamline. That bottom hand takes a pull and it comes down to almost high five or thumb our thigh. And then we have one arm up and one arm down, and then they trade places. So my thumb on that bottom hand flips up and I roll to the side. So now both of my palms are open to my side. I'm reaching as far forward as I can, and my top hand turns down. And then I pull that water behind me as my bottom hand comes up. And then they trade places. So now the hand that was on top is on the bottom. I roll to the side, opening up those palms, push down, and reach forward with my other hand. All right, so it may look like this. I have my streamline position. That bottom arm comes down. I roll a little bit to the side, reach up and over my head, and they trade places. Remember that roll. Each time, you can bend your elbow if you need over your head. 1, 2, 3, turn to my side, big breath. 1, 2, 3, turn to my other side, roll, big breath. 3, turn to my other side, big breath. For freestyle, you're counting the times when your right hand takes a pull. So if you're doing 10 pulls for your reps, you're going to complete 20 on both sides. Okay, so breathing for backstroke is pretty self-explanatory. Most of the time your face is going to be out of the water, but you still want to have that bubble blowing face so that if water were to splash on you, you wouldn't get it in your mouth. So I want you to keep your bubble blowing face for this. Your core muscles are in your belly, and they're the muscles that help us sit up nice and straight. And they're also the muscles that help us get out of bed in the morning. They help us balance. Our core muscles do so much work for us every day. So you're going to lay on your back with your bands a little bit over the top of your face. I'm grabbing my resistance bands and I'm still in streamline position to begin. And then I lower my right arm, pulling that resistance band down almost until it touches my thigh. So I'm beginning in streamline position. I'm going to lower my right arm using my triceps and my core muscles to pull it down. So now my hands are opposite, and then I'm going to switch them. So they just pass each other in the air. And now the other one's over my head, the other one is down by my side. And I continue switching. I can definitely feel this in my tricep, and I can definitely feel this in my core. I can do one of two things here. I can raise one leg up and lower it down, and then raise the other. Or I could try flutter kicking by putting my body at a 45-degree angle, raising my heels off the ground, and switching places very quickly. Okay, Camp, give it your best shot.